Let's get you the latest now on the massacre in Newtown, Connecticut. We begin with the grief, and words can't come close to describing it. The numbers are staggering. 20 school children, none older than 7, shot point blank and killed. 6 adults were also gunned down during those moments of terror. U.S. President Barack Obama paid his respects Sunday and attended a vigil in Newtown last night. Alexandra Gunn joins us with what he said to them as well as the nation. Alex?
Well, we heard from President Barack Obama last night during a very moving memorial service, Alex. He offered his condolences and words of comfort to those who have been affected at the Sandy Cook Elementary School, along with all of those in the area. Now, he did speak, of course, about all of the victims, all 26 of them. He did speak to all of the families as well. He mentioned all of the names of all of those children who were shot, all 20 of them who were ages 6 and 7.
Here in Newtown, I come to offer the love and prayers of a nation. I am very mindful that mere words cannot match the depths of your sorrow, nor can they heal your wounded hearts. I can only hope it helps for you to know that you're not alone in your grief.
And for the 4th time as President of the United States, he made his trip to Newtown, Connecticut, making an all-familiar visit to remember the innocents that were lost on December 14th. And the President did speak to, of course, those in the community. He did speak to the families as well as those personnel who responded to the deadly shootings on Friday before he spoke to the community during the memorial service. And during his speech, the President did vow that in the coming weeks, we're really going to see him take whatever means and powers possible to prevent another tragedy like this. That was during his 18-minute speech. He called upon law enforcement and mental health experts to really come forward at this time and do whatever they think they can do to help. Right now, of course, we are waiting to hear more from the president, but that was a very touching and very moving memorial service that we did here yesterday. But we're also taking a closer look at a Canadian connection right now this morning. We are actually noting that there is one individual who was affected during this shooting on Friday. Her name is Anna Marquise Green. Now, her family actually just recently moved to Connecticut for work purposes. She was one of the children that was affected during the shooting. Her family, Jimmy Green's, as well as the mother, she was only 6 years old when she was gunned down during the shooting. We know her brother also attended the same school. Thankfully, he was not hurt and remains at home with the family as they continue to grieve as well as plan funeral services. So we are, of course, monitoring the situation. The family is from Winnipeg, and they really just moved 2 months ago to Connecticut. They spent 3 years in Winnipeg and decided to make the move for a new job opportunity. So the family right now, family from Winnipeg, Canada, is now grieving the loss of their 6-year-old child. And of course, we are focusing on the funeral services, which will begin later on today. We are expecting to see more funerals planned in the coming days. And we know that right now, the family continues to grieve, and it is debated at this time whether or not the schools will be returning this week. There is that conversation as to what's the good time to return. When can children finally go back to school? In the meantime, we know the community is bracing and coming together to really focus on mental health and talk about some of the major issues that need to be discussed in this time of mourning. We know that a lot of the children who have been affected, who were in the school at the time of shooting, are remaining with family members as the community grieves. But we are expecting to bury the first 2 victims of the shooting later on today. Alex?
All right. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.